I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but I completely scrapped that upload content to the other channel idea because most of you guys didn't transfer over there, and honestly it'll just take away from the numbers that I do when the channel comes back up. I'm still on suspension, but this stuff never stops. 21 Savage, the rapper, came out and said how women don't like to build, they like to move in, and Derrick Jaxn, Panda Bear, the stretch mark lover, has decided he wants to put his spin on it and his take. And I really don't like doing Derrick Jaxn videos, but screw it, he just makes it so easy. Let's go.
So recently, as some of you already know, 21 Savage, the rapper, he said something to the effect of a rich man will change a broke woman's life, but a rich woman won't even look a broke man's way.
Being 100% correct. As we've talked about on this channel several times, a man can elevate a woman cannot elevate a man. All right. My favorite example to use is Matt Damon. Like, his wife was a waitress in a cantina, and he bagged her. She popped out his kids, and they nice and quiet, and you don't never hear nothing about his marriage. Whereas, take that Jody Meeks kid, the guy with the prison bae, the guy with the eyes, like real pretty. He hooked up with a billionaire heiress, gave her a kid, and boom, now they're no longer together. That's just how it works. It's our biology that a lot of people, including Mr. Jackson here, are in tune to ignore, have decided to pretend isn't a real thing. Oh no, biological differences. What are those? Nah, fam. They are very real. One speaks to a man's provide and protect nature, and the other one speaks to a woman's hypergamous nature, as in, i.e., she wants to always be doing better, and she cannot find true contentment, until she's doing better. And no matter how good you make it for her, it'll never be enough. For the most part, unless she can find that contentment in her man's pleasure. Seriously, in the man's contentment. Let's keep going.
And then said again that women don't want to build, they want to move in. Right. And I offered a few of my thoughts before, but I want to kind of add a few things onto it, because first off, that whole a rich man will change a broke woman's life is just a stereotype from movies and TV shows. And
no, it is history speaking for itself, sir. Can we keep this 100%? It's a stereotype, This is nothing but a social construct that women are more inclined to deal with the stronger and the more resourceful. I think that doesn't really feel like the proper word for wealth, but either ways, the more wealthy man, like that's not a stereotype. That is how history has been built. That's how this country's been built. There's an entire industry named the divorce court laws that are predicated on that. Yes, are there exceptions? Without question, i.e. Wendy Williams, and I'm not really sure who else besides Wendy Williams. I'm positive that there's more of them, but there are endless tales of the Johnny Depps of the world, of the not Mackenzie Bezos, but Jeff Bezos, who's married to Mackenzie Bezos, who's now the richest woman in the world because she divorced Jeff Bezos. You see what I'm saying? And there's a ton of people who are like, "Oh my goodness, well, she got him coffee when he was just building Amazon." Like, who cares? Hold on, who cares? That I would not consider that take half of my wealth worth of a contribution, but 'tis what it is. Let's keep going.
Like that, a rich man more than likely will allow a broke woman to enjoy a piece of his life temporarily, while simultaneously acting like she owes him her life because he did. And
probably does. Let's be real. It depends on how much money we talking here. All right, if you're talking like R. Kelly money, where when he got that kind of bread, and that's why he ended up having the harem that he did, because they want a piece of that life. They ask for a piece of that life, and they get it. And so, thusly, and in many ways, he has elevated her. So Derrick Jaxn is like, oh my goodness, that's a stupid question. How does he have a fan base? Of course he has a fan base, because he tells all these retarded ass women exactly what it is they want to hear, as opposed to telling them the truth. Like, yo, you are hypergamous by nature. You can really never be satisfied. Make no mistake about it. But at the same time, you can, if you go to seek satisfaction in your family and your husband and stuff like that, that's where you can find your satisfaction, within your family. But we've been telling these women that, no, you don't need a family. You can do it all on your own. Sisters are doing it for themselves. And it's just bullshit.
Secondly, the whole, women don't want to build, they want to move in. Women don't want to build. What you talking about? Like, look around. Women are building plenty for themselves.
No, women are moving into positions. That no 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 no. Women are moving into positions. Notice how I did a video a while back where it was about the CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, and like half of them are females, right? Then I checked how many Fortune 500 companies were made by women. I think it was like 1.5, 2 tops. And we're talking about like over 500 and some change companies. I think like it was half. No. It's 2, but it's like 4 were like, in the board meetings and stuff like that. It wasn't their original ideas. So no, they aren't building. They are moving in. These positions were, once positions held by men that the board decided, hey, we're going to put a female here. That's really what it is. So no, they're not really building anything, my guy. And let's not even get started on the government positions, right? Like the bureaucracy where they have all these different social workers and caseworkers and all these other roles that, women do take up, and they make pretty decent lives for themselves. You're still reliant upon the state for your pay. So, Mr. Jackson, you're full of shit.
Women don't want to build things in a man that he should have built before he came to her, that his mama should have built, his character.
Do you hear this shit? Did y'all catch that? His mama should have built. No. Once again, no, it's not his mom. That was his dad's job. The mom was supposed to make sure that she found a good provider and protector for the child, so the child would have that example. That example set for them as to how to operate and be within the world, because that's what the father's job is. The mom's job is to protect you while you're young, to about let's say 8 or so, and it's the dad's job to prepare you for the real world, the world that you'll be dealing with. Let you hear the word no, let you understand that hey, there are consequences to your actions. That's the difference. That's why raising children is a team sport. You need both mom and dad, and what we've done is we've walked away from that, saying, oh yeah, the fathers are completely unnecessary, but then turn around and look and be like, oh well, the world's going crazy. Why is the world so crazy? Because you spent the past 50 years determining that fathers were unnecessary and really screwing over generations of young people, to whereas now you got the D Wade situation.
His maturity, his values, his ambition, his faithfulness, his trustworthiness, those types of things. And if
that a mom cannot teach their child because it's not her nature. All right? Like all those things that his trustworthy, his honor and his integrity are things that are integral to the father-son / father-daughter dynamic. The father's supposed to show his daughters what honor and integrity looks like, and the father is supposed to show his sons through actions what honor and integrity look like. These are things that mom cannot instill. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a jerk about it, but that's just the reality of the scenario when we're talking just at the base level. When we're talking at the base level, that's something that they cannot provide.
More of us as men that had those things built before we came across women, and probably more women who were willing to give guys who weren't financially up at the time a chance, because then they would have more confidence that he wouldn't leave her the moment that he came up. But
the real thing that bugs me about Derrick Jaxn is that he also tries to pretend like he can think for women. And that's something I never do, because I can kind of tell where it's gonna go based off of off of my experiences with women. I can kind of tell where things will be angled, but still at the same time, I never pretend like, oh yeah, I can think for women at all, because we have different brains and different priorities.
Thirdly, and this is what I really wanted to talk about, and I know a lot of y'all gonna be mad at me for this, and a lot of people won't say this, but whatever. It's time for us to stop acting like broke dudes are synonymous with a heart of gold. Like, I like Tyler Perry movies just like anybody else, but we keep seeing this.
And this is another reason why you probably shouldn't listen to Derrick Jaxn. He likes Tyler Perry movies. Bro, that trash writing. Like, Tyler Perry, honestly, he just shouldn't have a career as far as I'm concerned. His writing is that bad. I don't think he should have a career. But, what I think and what the market dictates are two completely different things. And I do respect the man's hustle. But unfortunately, nah, fam. I was in, I used to work as plays in the theater that I worked at. So I'm very familiar with Tyler Perry Perry's writing style, and I was like, this is not gonna translate well, and it really hasn't. But either ways, as far as broke men being synonymous with a heart of gold, I've never heard that before in my life. I've never, like, when I see a broke dude, I see a desperate man for the most part. Somebody who gonna be cutthroat, ruthless, and willing. Well, but then again, I'm from a different, I guess, generation where, like, yo, we hungry, we gonna go eat. Like, I'm from the streets where if you ain't food, if you ain't eating, you food, plain and simple. But I don't know, these gentrified kids, I couldn't tell you much about that.
Narrative play out of the rich guy being bad, the broke guy being good, and we really running with it as if broke ain't shit dudes don't exist. But ladies, y'all back me up or tell me that.
When? Who? Point that out. Point out the person who's like, oh yeah, the Tyrones and Pookies and Ray Rays of the world don't exist, because we synonymously call them Tyrones, Pookies, and Ray Rays. That's the thing that really bugs me about this culture, is that it pretends as if we don't, like, the black man is just never held to account, and it's like, bro, all we do is hold each other to account. I mean, and it's actually really infuriating because, like I said earlier in the video, most of this stuff is circumstantial.
I'm tripping. Broke dudes struggle in the character department just like rich dudes. Money is no measurement of character one way or the other. The only difference is broke dudes can't even pick a struggle. So as a woman, like, rich or not, why would you just go after? Why would you flock towards that? A broke dude.
Because she wants a baby. I mean, for the most part, because, broke dudes, like the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the Tyrones of the world, they semen work extra good, dude. Because these chicks, they're super fertile. And a lot of the females that I'm talking about, they flock to them primarily in their younger years before. Because one of the things that really bugs me, and I argue with females about this, like, all the time. Oh, he changed. No, he didn't. Because you'll hear this. Like, go out, talk to any single mother. I guarantee you, the conversation will go to, oh, he changed. It was something about him. It's always on him, right? But the deal is that he's not the one that went through the process of having a child in them for 9 months. So if anybody changed in this scenario, it would be you, right?
Like, talk about some, I don't know how to communicate my feelings. But he also finds ways to communicate when he needs to borrow $20. Broke dude got.
Golly, man. Yo, honestly, I don't think this conversation is legal in California because of all the straw men that he's pulling out right now.
Community dick just like a rich guy does, just like wealthy guys do, except they slinging that community dick on the air mattress. Broke dudes might not give a woman any time in a relationship, just like a rich man won't. The difference is a rich man can say, okay, baby girl, here go $10,000, go enjoy yourself. And that's why he's not going to give her. That's what he has for her to do while he's not giving her
money. Yeah. So basically money. Like, she wants, like, yeah, females put up with bullshit all the time for money. You make absolutely no mistake. Like, yo, if you got the type of bread that, like, once again, with the whole R. Kelly thing, to take it back to that, there's a reason those young girls were still sticking around. Why? Because they thought that there was bread on deck. And as soon as that they found out that there wasn't no bread on deck, what they do, they turned on that man. So trust me, money is the great equalizer in a lot of scenarios, because a rich man can get away with, in terms of a relationship, a rich man who's making like, $250,000 a year is going to be able to get away with a whole lot more than a man that makes $20,000-$30,000 a year. I mean, this is just basic, pure common sense. But once again, it is all circumstantial, guys.
Anytime. Meanwhile, she got to be bored with the broke dude either at her house watching him play NBA 2K on her TV or sitting at his house with the lights off because he ain't paid the.
Wow, man, that is this straw man. This is just such a straw man argument. I think I'm done. Like all he said, well, he's sitting there doing it, just a whole bunch of straw manning to make these females feel better about their shitty life choices. Okay, there, champ. We're done. All the internet stuff, because Derrick Jaxn is a clown. The only reason I'm doing this video. Oh, and 21 Savage, I hope you're still in England, my guy, because he did say some ridiculous shit when it came to immigration. But either ways, 21 Savage is completely right in the scenario, though. Okay, women do not want to build. Women really can't build. It's not to be disrespectful at all. It's just the way things have played out. And now you have all these subsets of people who want to destroy the same system that has propped them up, which is actually rather ridiculous, but is what it is. When you go through so many years of relative peace compared to other places, the environment, a lot of people come up in environments where, they really see no consequences for their actions. And when you don't see the consequences for your actions take place or before or happen, you really have no context for what it is you're asking for. It's like those socialists or the capitalists or the or the feminists that want to abolish police. Like, for real, who is going to investigate your claims? Because you can't leave that to the rest of us, all right? So, all the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Derrick Jaxn is a clown. Derrick Jaxn is a hustler. I respect the hustle. I just hate your product, my dude. Okay, it's like McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's like that. But at the same time, they got in, they made their market, they got their customers. And so I'm not going to sit there and knock their hustle at all, but I will sit there and say, I don't think your food's really good for anybody. I mean, apparently it's good enough for Trump, but it is what it is. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, though. And until the next one.